Cooking is my specialty. Getting dirty in the kitchen like ODB. Turning these groceries into delicacy. The Carolina cook got the recipe. The Carolinas, liners.
Yeah, it's the Carolina Cook from the Carolina Cook Catering. I have an order here for a Mr. Squatch. I'm an iron chef. You better be lucky there's no place to plug my iron up out here, or this video will be about seared Sasquatch. On this episode of the Carolina Cook Show, I will be cooking up some woo. Now, what will that woo be? Korean barbecue ribs. So, the first thing I'm going to do is boil these ribs for about 30 minutes. When you boil it first, you draw all the blood out of the meat. It's like purifying the meat, where all the phlegm comes up out of there. But in this case, it's just for tenderization purposes. And I got some yellow rice here that I'm going to stir fry with some shrimp. So I'm going to do shrimp fried rice with some stir-fried green beans for my two sides. All right, so let's get on over to the stove and get these ribs to boiling for about 30 minutes.
It's the Carolina Cook cooking the Carolinas, liners. Let's go, chef. Let's give these ribs a nice hot bath. Gonna bring the water to a boil, then back down to a simmer. And I'm gonna bring these green beans to a boil as well. I'm gonna tenderize them first, then hit them with the stir fry second. All right, y'all, so the beans are pretty much boiled to the point where they're tender. So I'm gonna take them off of the heat, drain them, get them ready for the stir fry. While the ribs are boiling, I'm gonna go ahead and prepare the marinade for the ribs. Let's start with some pineapple juice. Oh, hold up. Whoa, wait a minute. Time out. Poured it everywhere, blood in the blender. Let's try it this way, y'all. What pineapple juice does is tenderizes the meat. You need some of that in a cup. Boy, I love pineapple juice. Woo. Ooh. Soy sauce. Sugar. I don't go by measurement. I go by feel. Gochujang sauce. I'm sure I might have butchered that, but gochujang. Black pepper. Got an onion here. And I'll just chop a portion of that onion off. Not that much ado. Put that in there. 5 garlic cloves. We're gonna drop those garlic cloves in there. I'm gonna use a little knob of ginger. So let's peel this ginger. So that's your knob of ginger. Let's go ahead and do a rough chop on the ginger. Let's add some sesame oil to that. Let's go ahead and add that ginger to that. Hit that with the blender. That's good, man. You want to taste the sauce?
No, I don't.
Okay. All right, so we're gonna remove these ribs, y'all. And see, these ribs are fully cooked now. And now that they're fully cooked, we just have to marinate them. So we're gonna let these cool. And to speed up the process, gonna put them in the fridge and let them cool. But these ribs are nice and tender from that 30-minute boil. And all we have to do now is marinate them, put them on the grill. That's it. But we gotta let them cool before we add that marinade. The ribs are nice and cool now, y'all.
So what I'm gonna do with the marinade, normally this marinade would be a little thicker, but mine is liquidy because I added a lot of liquid. I wanted to really saturate the ribs. So I'm gonna place the ribs in a plastic bag. You know, if I would have made the marinade thicker, then I would have rubbed the ribs down in it, then wrap them in saran wrap, plastic wrap, then marinate them. But since it's a little liquidy, I'll do it this way. So we're just gonna pour this marinade in this bag of bones. Then we're gonna save a portion of this sauce to baste the ribs with as they cook. All right, so let's just rub that in, man. Get those ribs nice and saturated. So all we have to do is grill them up after this. Now, like I said, save a portion of your marinade for the basting process. That way you can just brush them on your ribs every time you get ready to turn them or whatever, you know. But we'll get to that when we get to that. Now, I'm gonna let these marinate for about 30 minutes. Max on these is like 8 hours, which would be overnight. But since I'm doing it quickly, I'm gonna go ahead and let these go for about 30 minutes. And I'll be preparing the rice as these marinate. So let's just set these aside, let them do their thing.
I don't want to prolong this video, so if you want to see how I fry rice, just check out one of my videos that I'm frying rice in.
Now for the green beans, I chose to boil mine first. If you want it Chinese restaurant style, you flash fry it first for like a minute in some hot oil. That gives you a little crisp, but I don't want them crispy. So I boiled them. Now we're gonna add them to the skillet. All right, so I'm gonna add to a non-stick skillet. Not even gonna use a wok here. My little last leg of sesame oil. We'll take it nice and heated. We're gonna add some minced garlic. And we're just gonna add those beans. Sprinkle them with a little salt. That's it on the beans, and that's it on the rice. Now we're gonna go ahead and get those marinated ribs out of the fridge and grill them up. All right, y'all, we're gonna go ahead and take these marinated ribs. Look at that. We're gonna grill them. They're already tender. You just need some love and care now. All right, let's go ahead and flip them ribs. Baste them. So now that I got a nice little char on each side, I'm gonna turn this heat down. Go ahead and baste the other side and let these cook low and slow for a couple more minutes. And we're done.
And there you have it, y'all. Shrimp fried rice, garnished with green onions, those Korean barbecue wings. Wings. My mind must be on wings. I meant Korean barbecue ribs and stir-fried green beans.
Woo, woo, woo. The Korean barbecue has like a sweet, savory flavor. You got a little hint of sweetness with a little hint of spice. And they're nice and tender.
Like butter on a bone, baby.
I will be washing that down with some pomegranate lemonade. I am the chef of the United States. When I'm not in the Oval Office, I'm in the Oval Kitchen. Thank y'all for watching. See you on the next video. You out. You don't have to go home, but you gotta get up out of my kitchen.